again, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Realms of the Wild. Yes, this is our custom open legend RPG set in our weird, messed up version of the Breath of the Wild universe. And the people below me are the ones that are regretting their decisions to waste their Saturday mornings playing a game really early.
Let's be clear. Only other thing I would do is sleep. Who else is with me?
I am excited every Saturday. I think is Realms today? No.
I do like how you apparently the Cheerios from Elias have migrated to chats now. Or
I can go find some Cheerios.
Yes, but mine is sweeter.
Applied?
It's too bad that these have been
Actually,
empty
sadly,
for
it's sweeter.
probably years at this point.
Oh.
Otherwise, I would be
Good decorations, though. I agree with that.
Hi, everybody. Last last episode was weird.
I'm still not fully recovered from it.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was a normal episode. Nothing weird happened whatsoever. That was the weirdest part.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And then announcements. I guess the big one for the past month ish. ZU has been auditioning people for their new Breath of the Wild full dub, and this week they announced the full cast, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there's a video about it. Elias, I almost called you Aruna. Elias,
I do that so often.
I do too.
You had to choose a character that's name starts with the same letter.
AKA all my D&D characters.
What's your character for the game with Cadence?
That's Tyrion, and that's because that was before I started doing that pattern, because Jody named it.
Yeah, I named the character, so...
That one was a lot easier.
It was... I believe it was a pre-built character that I just gave him so he could play in my parody game, and he just stuck with it.
Sir.
Yeah, so there's a video. You should watch it. Lots of people are excited. If you follow this ZU on Twitter, the amount of people retweeting the link and then going, "Look, this is me," was really kind of cool. So, yeah.
It's a lot.
The other announcement that I see on my screen, I know nothing about. So, Elias, what new to the Twitch segment is on the ZU TV?
You figure that Jody would know about the dub announcement, but know nothing about the actual Twitch channel announcement.
I get my information from Twitter, and if you tweeted about it, I missed it.
Sure did. Yes, the Tuesday nights now have a segment that's called Let's Actually Play Zelda, where it will always be Zelda, usually randomizers and the like, hosted by longtime moderator of the channel, Emperor P/Peyton Garrett. So,
Peyton.
Hey.
Speaking of randomizers, wasn't there going to be a multi-world? Is that ever happening?
It is. It's as you might imagine, a lot
complicated.
To plan.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the last game of that we need to plan. The rest have been done. The premiere of it, Let's Actually Play Zelda, was the Twilight Princess randomizer that was promised.
Oh.
So, yep.
I didn't know there was a Twilight Princess randomizer. That must be fun.
It's super young and volatile, just like cats.
Yeah, what to say? Sounds like a cat.
Sean left. 50-50, he starts meowing again.
So yeah, definitely check out that. I personally love randomizers. I've done my personal randomizer of choice is the link to the past randomizer, and I have done like a dozen or two runs on it. Love it to death. And I'm hoping that I can be part of the multi-world one, depending on how everything goes. So, yeah. Any other cool stuff happening with you guys?
Speaking of randomizers, today at 1 p.m.
Did you get another?
Yes.
Sorry, we totally cut off Elias because you had a box that said bone on it.
So this is the last one that I'll get for at least 3 months because I'm going back to California, so I'm not going to get a bone box subscription while I'm there. If
Elias just put the pieces out.
Yep. If I'm not completely dead, we'll do a stream tomorrow for an unboxing. And also, there will probably be a stream for me next weekend with me dressed as a zombie.
Fun.
Yay. Basically, I just need to record a video for my students, and my brain goes, well, if you're going to record a video, why not stream it?
Good call.
That's a very streamer mindset.
Yeah. Well, I have my national exam next Saturday, so
Yay.
I'm glad that Realms wasn't next Saturday. And
Lots of stuff happening then next Saturday.
yeah, I know. Tell me about it. And let's see. Yeah, and then I graduate. So that's it.
And then what school program will you be starting next?
Probably something in audiology. I have to get accepted first.
Okay.
Well, I have to pay off my current debt and then get accepted.
See, I like that went with you because my brain is like, you never leave school. So what are you doing
So,
next?
wait a
And you were
minute.
like, yes.
Audiology.
Please.
You're not
Please leave
done
school.
with this school?
Please.
I thought
I
this
mean,
was the end.
I am for like 5 years or so because I have to pay off debt and then earn, a little bit more savings so I can go into debt when I go back to school.
If you never leave school,
Exactly.
you can just keep pushing the debt off. That's actually a bad financial advice for anyone watching. Please don't do that.
I'm glad you recognize
guys.
that.
Show.
Speaking of
then-
randomizers, today at 1 p.m. Pacific is my next Metroid Prime randomizer tournament race over on Speed Gaming 3. I have to win or I'm out of the tournament.
He's pretty good, guys. Is this because you've been doing Metroid 2 runs? Is this Metroid 2 or just original Metroid Prime?
I've never done Metroid 2 runs in my life, and I would never. How dare you?
No, I mean
First, and then second
Metroid
of all,
Prime 2. You've been playing Metroid Prime 2.
this is normal Metroid Prime. The tournament is Metroid Prime.
Okay,
That's
good.
usually the randomizer I play. I did Metroid Prime 2 once because it was owed to my channel as a community reward, and I will never be doing it again.
So you enjoyed it.
No. In case that wasn't clear, it was bad. A bad.
Oh, so it's a really good game that everyone should get.
Compared to other video games, yes. Compared to other Metroid Prime games, no.
Good, cool. So, yeah. And I'm still doing my new campaign. Will be having its 3rd episode this coming Wednesday, and it's got all these cool chat interactions like you see here. And we had our first boss buy from some dude named Elias. and he wanted a boss made out of him. So yeah, the party gets to fight a dragon knight named Elias.
You don't know if they're gonna fight them yet.
Oh, I guess theoretically it's possible they might find a way to talk their ways out of it.
I'm
but-
sure at least 2 of the party members will find any excuse to fight them, but
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
I'm
gonna lie, I
sorry.
really like that pronunciation of your name. I
Yeah.
kind of want to call you Elias from now.
please don't.
I'm
I
having
will hate you forever.
flashbacks to our Minecraft
That's so
parody game,
cool.
Jody.
It's gonna be my next character name.
Where it's like, you don't know they're gonna find them yet. I'm like, yeah, they may polymorph and then seduce them and then kill them.
The best part about that
Yes.
Minecraft, it was one of my parody games. So we were playing the D&D, but they went to Cube Land. I think is what I called it, or something.
Yeah.
It was Minecraft, and Elias messaged me on to Twitter in the middle of the game, going, "So, does this work like exactly like Minecraft?" And I'm like, "Go for it, dude." And so he made like a repeater and all this other like advanced Minecrafty stuff that I can't do. And because he knows so much more about Minecraft than I ever will, I would just sit there and go, "Sure, is that how it works?"
And then I cast Fireball in an enclosed space and almost killed all of us.
One of the
It
one of
was
the
a
better
good
parts
game
about it too
for folks.
was
It sounds
the,
reoccurring.
the plot of that particular game mirrored the plot of Minecraft, where you have to do certain things to beat the game. And at one point, Jody in the middle game was just like, "Is this what you do to progress in Minecraft?" And I was like, "I, Elias, know exactly what to do here. My character has no idea how to progress the plot."
Yeah, it was awesome.
I
One of these
married
days-
the Ender Dragon.
Oh my god, forgot about that.
I think I'd repress the memory.
Same here.
How could you forget when the entire reason we beat the thing is because the Ender Dragon apparently decided to go off and insult my breath, and therefore I tore out his throat.
I clearly have blocked it
Anyways,
from my
this is
memory,
so yeah, please to check out 9 p.m. on Wednesdays, twitch.tv/Trainer Jody. It is not in conflict with any other Twitch channels. No one else. This is streams at 9 p.m. Central to the time on Wednesdays.
My daddy
Definitely,
streamed on Wednesday this week.
definitely not a Minecraft based show where they combine wine and Minecraft.
You talking about Minecraft? No, that's 7 p.m. Pacific time, not 9.
Oh,
p.m.
then
Central.
we're perfectly fine.
I'm not awake enough for this.
Time zones are confusing at all times.
I cast Fireball.
So
There's always
yeah.
a pattern with Alias characters.
Zolta doesn't have fire.
That's
She has
right.
No,
electricity.
she-
But
Well,
you
she
still
takes-
resort to violence when you don't know what to do.
Maybe.
you drain the life out of the people and desiccate their corpses.
Isn't it fun? I make mummies.
Ain't it fun?
Desiccation is like one of the most fun mummy processes right after freezing and peat bogs. Peat bogs are the best.
So that's not creepy whatsoever.
Yes, it
I took a course called mummies in undergrad.
I read a Wikipedia page about mummies once.
And with that, I think it's time to return to the realms of the wild.
I just looked at the time. It's been 20 minutes of us just talking.
That's correct.
Like, that's unusual.
I know.
So much so that people like K-Dog and chat have been like, "This is D&D, right?"
Well, what I saw was K-Dog say that they were having some
The party.
connectivity issues.
Here we go.
Dealt with a strange phenomenon. Reality kept shifting and changing repeatedly. Unicorns were ridden. Squirrels were squirrel-surred. And Bob, the accountant, reigned supreme.
With his sidekick, Gary. the receptionist.
As they dealt with the constantly changing reality, they were able to hold their own sanity and consciousness well enough to progress in the mission they had to find Fred, Aruna's closest and dearest friend, and discover what fate had befallen him as a prisoner of the Thieves Guild. And with that, we return.
Oh. I don't know about you guys, but I got this really bad headache all of a sudden. What happened just now?
Is it because Fred's there? It's probably because Fred's there.
Who?
Could be, but why am I covered in oil?
I don't know. There's some on my stomach too.
Zolta's not going to pay any attention to any of that.
And Pierre and Kess are so scandalized by that you're pretty sure they probably won't even speak for like an hour and a half.
I'm sure.
Arel, from Sarah effing Guzman. Arel, you seem like you need this. Take a legend point.
Thank you.
And then again from Sarah, here's Zulta kill something. Take a legend point.
Yay! I'm not in an even number anymore. But yay! Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
So as you all are kind of coming to terms with what happened, you look around and you notice something very wrong. As you look around the room that you're in, you can see most of the room seems relatively normal. It looks to be made of cut stone. The walls themselves are a pale kind of tan, basically the color of the stone they were carved out of. But everything is very neat and clean. But in certain places, you see portions of the wall that seem to have changed somehow, almost as if something had taken a piece of another building or another thing and just rammed it into this spot where the wall once stood. Some of them actually look fairly familiar to you, Aruna. It looks very similar to the underground tunnels of Goron City that you grew up at. And other parts look very, very strange. There's worked metal. There are pipes. And the weirdest thing about it is these changes happen seemingly randomly along the wall. There's no real rhyme or reason to predict where the wall is going to look normal and where the wall is going to look different. And it's especially obvious with the metallic portions that when they end very abruptly, almost as if someone had cut that portion of the wall up. You'll see pipes that are missing end points, and pieces of metal that are sheared off in the middle of whatever they were trying to do. Really quickly, again from Sarah. Aruna, oh yeah, no hard feelings, but you need a reroll more than anything. Take a reroll token.
Oh,
Thank you.
you know us so well.
So, as you all kind of look around to see that, you also notice that the room that you're in is much larger than you originally thought. As you had entered the room, you kind of came into a smaller kind of hallway portion of the room. And now that you've moved a little further in, or really were moved further in as reality kind of shifted and changed, you notice you appear to be in what looks somewhat like an audience hall. The ground itself is still cut stoned, but it's polished and cut into tiles to give it a very official, almost regal look. There are benches and chairs in one part of the room, all facing this raised two-tiered dais. On the lower tier that has kind of alabaster steps going up to it, you see two groupings of 3 chairs, flanking a second smaller set of alabaster stairs going up to the second tier, where you see a single, for lack of a better word, throne sitting there. On the lower tier, to the right of one of the two sets of 3 chairs, is a cage with a Hylian in it that Aruna recognizes as his dearest and most cherished friend, for Fred.
Pretty sure it's backwards.
From Lykios, to our local mana warmonger Zulta, take a reroll token.
Thank you.
As you all are, again, kind of looking around, you're also feeling reality hasn't quite settled yet. And as you look around, you see these little windows that, as you look through them, or these little kind of floating windows that, as you look through them, you see the room is full through some of the windows and completely empty through others. And through other ones, you see nothing but rock and dirt. But as you all are still having your heads swim, you see some of these windows and portals slowly kind of shifting to close, while other ones get a little larger, and eventually the room kind of settles into equality. You can now see about half of the benches and chairs on the ground level are full with people in various states of dress, none of it looking incredibly wealthy or high class. They tend to be wearing much less than noticeable clothing. You see on the dais, the first level, 2 of these 6 total chairs there are filled. One of which with the person you met previously. and
The
The
guy, the
Toppy, the manager.
Toppy, the manager. Yes, got it.
yes, and then on the second to the terrace, you see a somewhat imposing figure. Nothing about his build or his stance would lead you to instantly think of him as dangerous in any way. He's relatively thin. He doesn't have a very large build. The clothing that he's wearing is obviously the clothing of someone very wealthy, tailored suit, fine clothing. Obviously not cotton or anything like that. You think the suit may be silk or some other fine thing. But as you look at him, all of you can't help but shudder, because the presence he gives off is one of immense power, of immense control, of the kind of person that you don't upset, or at least you don't upset more than once. Very quickly, from Lykios again. Because he can grok the rock, here of Aruna. Wait, will anyone get the reference with the word grok? I grok the word grok.
I had a blog called Gaming Grokked.
So yes, big fan of, I believe it's Heinlein, right? Someone, Zulta, is that Robert Heinlein that had Stranger from a Strange Land, or was that another
Well,
science
Grok
fiction
doesn't
author?
just refer to that.
Yeah.
No, but that's
Jody.
where the word, that's where the word originated.
I'm chat.
Anyway, then now that I've spoken for 400 minutes.
That is Heinlein.
But wait, what was the redemption? What did I get? I don't know what I got.
Um,
You
Just
just
a
kept talking about
message.
Groks for a while, and I don't know what happened.
yes.
Well, and Imp just said, is he wearing Crocs? So
It was legend points.
Okay.
Sorry. I think, Lykios, if I said the wrong thing, say something into the chat, because I accepted it and I now can't remember any of it.
Guys, I somehow got a lot of legend points during that randomizer episode.
Yeah.
how many legend points do you have?
It was quite awesome.
19.
Get him to 20. Get him to 20. Someone give Elias another legend point.
I don't care about even numbers, so
I know you don't care about even numbers, but it would just be so nice if the guy who never has legend points suddenly has 20 and can't complain anymore.
I will
Oh,
always
they'll
find
be
a way.
gone very quickly.
Thanks. So we're in this room, and they've noticed us, right? Like we've kind of just stumbled.
Some
in
of
here.
them have. The ones on the dais have all kind of looked at you. The man at the very top is just kind of giving you the stink eye. The people on the ground level, the same level you guys are on, are just now realizing that someone is there. Some of them are pulling daggers and swords. A few of them are actually pulling billy clubs and belaying pins. And they're kind of getting ready for a fight, but also seem to be holding themselves back as they all keep glancing towards the dais, kind of looking almost for permission, you would guess. From Velvet Blondie, for Aruna, take another legend point.
Apparently
Yay!
someone does care about even numbers.
Yay! Team
And then
even!
from Lykios, to quiet the local death fish, here for Aruna to silence her OCD.
21.
Take
Never
another legend point.
21's okay because it's divisible by 3. Yay!
Which is not
Also
an even
divisible by
number.
7.
But 3, 13, and 33 are my favorite numbers, therefore it's okay.
That's you. Okay. Uh. Okay, so we have been noticed. Hey,
It'd be
Aurel,
very surprising if we hadn't been.
what do we do now?
I don't know. This wasn't my plan.
Oh, whose plan was it? Zolta, was this your
Note
plan?
taking furiously.
My plan was just how to get us in.
Okay, so not her.
I'm not the one who decided we had to get here.
Perhaps. And you hear this remarkably loud and very clear voice come from the man on the dais. It doesn't matter whose ill-conceived plan it was.
No,
Actually, I do
actually
think it does.
We're just trying to figure out who is going to be doing the talking to you, sir. So
If you could hold on one moment.
As
Now, while I say that, I do turn on my life drain ability.
as you say
Isn't
that,
it
the
just
manager
constantly
goes,
on? Let's be honest.
"Do you know who it is that you're speaking to? No one takes that kind of disrespectful and almost as if magic." Though Arel, your familiar, or not Arel, Zazulta, your familiarity with magic, you know there was nothing to cast. But the man on the dais simply waves his hand, and instantly, the manager is silent.
Finally.
Okay. 1, 2, 2,
Oh my
3, 4, 5, 6. From Imp in my head, Arel, because you're about to have some shadows and shenanigans, take 6. Or wait. Take 5 legend points and a reroll to token.
Thank you.
Have you made it to the next 10 number now?
I'm at a number that's divisible by 5, which I'm very happy about. So
Yay!
because 5 is a power number.
doesn't
That's
matter.
beautiful. I'm
Yeah.
currently at a prime
And
number.
divisible.
Trying to think, because the largest prime number I can think of instantly is 23. I'm pretty sure you're above that.
101.
What's the someone with maths as a skills? What's the next prime number after 23?
20,
Is it 27? That's not it, is it?
30, 29, maybe.
It is 29.
Thank you.
That's not what I'm at, but that is
is
the next prime number.
Is 27 not a prime number?
No, it's
Divisible
not
by 3.
divisible by 9 and 3, which is
it?
awesome.
Oh,
because
yeah.
9 is also divisible by 3, so nah.
I like prime numbers.
And I am at one of those numbers, yes.
79. 79.
I am not at 79. If I was at 79, I would be really pushing to get one more legend point.
So, you guys notice that whenever this person just speaks, the entire room reacts, and not so much in the idea that the people in it react. You can feel every time he speaks throughout the entire room.
Maybe someone finally worthy of my respect.
Aurel, is this the guy who's your ex?
Yes, he is.
Maybe you should do the talking then.
No, it didn't end up so well. It's just there was things that were not
Arel,
what.
if I was ever in a romantic relationship other than this thing with Kess,
And with me.
I would say that it's important to communicate.
I don't
There was
seem to remember any romance, Arel.
Iruna slowly backs
you
up
know,
behind the wall.
Did you
I'm gonna
drug
back up
him?
behind you.
He places himself as if
No.
he's hiding behind her, but he's just very clearly visible.
I was
Why
gonna hide behind
don't
you. Go back in
you
front.
all take a seat?
That actually sounds
And
nice.
he gestures, and you watch as the front row of benches and chairs is cleared away instantly. And all that's left are 5 chairs. And people kind of huddle around you and basically start encouraging you to take a seat.
Iruna needs no
I don't like
encouragement.
these people.
I told you they were friendly, right?
I would like to sit on the
They're so
other side of
friendly.
Aruna, away from the people.
They seem very well coordinated.
I want to sit in between Zolta and Aruna. One's death and the other's oily.
One's to death.
I
and
would
the
like to
other's
sit at a different
oily.
table, away from the oiled up people.
I'm telling you, I don't know where it came from. There's just some on my stomach, like in a
I don't want to
handprint.
know where it came from, Aruna. I want to know why you didn't think it was important to shower.
Well, you know, we have a weird relationship with water. We go in there when we need to. We can hold our breaths really long, but then we really sink a lot, so it's a whole
Yeah,
thing
trust me,
where-
Aruna, you needed to.
You know, hot springs are a very romantic place. We should visit one time with
There's
all of
lots
us.
of them up in Death
In the hot
Mountain,
spring.
but I don't know what
Yeah.
the Death Mountain's
No,
like around
I
here,
don't.
so...
I don't think a
Guys,
bird in
as
a hot spring is a good
interesting-
idea.
As it is to
You wanna
speak
go with
about
us?
hot springs, we have a problem that needs us solving.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
Well, I
Fred's
say
really not a
we.
problem.
It's more of a you problem.
No,
I
I
have
think
no
I think Fred
problems.
is now your problem. So we'll just, we'll just
I
go.
mean, that
okay.
part is true.
I don't think it's about Fred, though. I think he's talking about something you did to wrong them in your past.
No, it's nothing like
Give
that.
a prize to the large one.
He doesn't get a lot of prizes, so that's good.
Morel,
Oh, yes. I'm nervous. In the best ways. Yes.
we had an understanding. You spurned my very gracious offer to join us.
Well, I told you I'm not really
I
into
am
commitment.
not
I don't like marriage.
Finished.
Oh. Well, that's not what you said before.
I, out of the kindness of my heart, allowed you to keep your independence with the understanding that you would not interfere in my plans. That was our agreement, and you broke that agreement, didn't you?
I mean, yes and no. But mainly yes.
Aurel, this sounds like a really fucked up relationship.
It is, but it's fun.
No, anytime someone says, I allowed you to keep your independence, that's an emotionally abusive person and you should not be near them.
Yes, but
No,
It's
no
fun,
buts.
but it's-
No.
wait.
No.
Wait, isn't it kind of like that with us?
We're not in a relationship.
Oh, not
I don't
that
know
you.
if they were
I would-
either.
Yes, we were. Stop it.
Now, it is time for you to deal with the consequences of the broken agreement.
Well, I mean, it's not like. But what if I was trying to help and I never just came back to to help. Defending
Yes, O wise rock-like one.
Thank you, sir. I don't know your name, so I'm just going to call you sir. The rest of us don't really know what she's done to, like, you guys are speaking really ambiguously here. And
Like
so,
right now, it just sounds like your relationship went really wrong in that
yeah,
you're
a lot of
not
us
a
assumed
good
that you guys
person.
were ex-lovers because that's kind of what she told us. Kind of sounds like that's not what's going on, though. So
No, that's a part of it. I mean, that's
Sure
if we
you
had,
are.
I feel
our
like if we had
contracts.
more
Why
context.
don't you tell us what happened?
No.
Maybe
Uh,
I
it's-
should
it's-
It's
start
personal. It's personal.
with introductions.
Hi, I'm Morel.
I am
You're an
Lord
alcoholic.
Anton.
Anton.
No,
Yes.
Lord Anton.
Gosh, there's so many Antons in my life.
I'll bother with the title if I
This-
figure out that he's more important than me.
And he points at Arel, is a lowly street urchin who doesn't know her place.
I resent being called an urchin.
I hate when people don't know their places. I've had to teach so many people how to do their jobs as waiters. It's insane.
And you reek of nobility. But without experience.
So wait, do you know her backstory? Do you know her history? Can you talk to us?
I think this is about you, Arel. Why
No,
don't you
it-
tell us about Arel and her
No,
time here
but-
with you and why you're so upset?
My name's
Oh, it's
Iruna.
remarkably simple to know the entirety of her history. She screams it at the top of her lungs with every gesture, with every facial
And you love my screaming.
twitch. However, you, the large, wise rockman, I would prefer to actually know your name. You seem the only one here with any brains at all.
It's not true. She does too. She's just documenting this whole conversation for some reason.
Aruna with brains.
But my name's Iruna. I'm from Goron City, just not this Goron City. It's a weird thing. It's another Goron City.
I'm just gonna him.
What is this? What are you doing?
I'm love it's a thing, just a thing.
If you have any more questions for me, I would be happy to answer them to the best of my
Yeah.
knowledge, Lord Anton.
Oh, don't ask him questions, please.
Let's ask him questions.
Well, I find it fascinating that apparently there is a second Goron City that I've never heard of.
Yeah, it's a remote little place. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like he
Arel.
says city, but he kind of means
Quiet!
a hut. Like one person. Just him.
And as he says the word quiet, you all start feeling very strange. As you all kind of feel the impact of him raising his voice, not only from the actual sound waves, which were impressive with how loud it kind of felt, it or how loud it seemed. You actually felt the wave of this sound come from him, but in addition, the walls of the room reverberated. The room itself seemed to get smaller for a second, as the only thing you could really focus on was the command he had just given. Where is this second Goron city, Aruna?
It's in Death Mountain, just another Death Mountain.
Actually,
feel-
we could take you there if you happen to know a place. where a
I
ton of
was
people
not
died.
speaking to you.
Well, that's rude.
You're gonna let that go?
Aruna, I feel if there was a second giant volcanic mountain in Hyrule, I would have heard of it.
Right. It's not like a second Death Mountain.
I'm just gonna
in
like
Hyrule.
elbow him as hard as I can.
Making it to attack roll might be.
Oh, I'm not very strong. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay.
So I'm very tempted to start just like killing minions
14.
in a subtle way.
I'm impressed it's that high.
So as you hit his rocky hide, nothing changes for Runa. He seems almost oblivious to it
I
happening.
continue speaking.
But you feel a popping sensation in your elbow, and pain shoots all the way up your arm.
I never meant to hit him that hard.
You take 1 point of lethal damage.
Just darn it, Aruna, stop hurting me.
What? Did I do something?
Emotionally, yes.
By the way, did we get rested our hit points between the randomized stuff? Because we kind of battled at the beginning of it.
It takes basically you just need 5 minutes to kind of rest, and this conversation has lasted a little longer than that. So the only thing that wouldn't be cured would be any lethal damage,
right?
Which I don't believe anyone but Chax has. So,
but I do have 1 level of fatigue, I believe, still.
Yeah, so sorry. Like I was saying, it's not like a second Death Mountain within Hyrule, because there's not. Well, actually, I don't know if there's another volcano. I haven't looked, but it's just it's another Hyrule, so it's like somewhere else.
And how would one arrive in this other Hyrule?
You do not have the Trifork, so you cannot show him the Trifork. I'm just putting that there.
I'm well aware that I'm not trusted with the Trifork.
Sorry, I trust Aruna with the Trifork a heck of a lot more than I trust Zulta with it.
Too bad. Zolta got it, and Zolta doesn't trust Aruna with it. Zolta's keeping it.
I honestly don't know how or if like random other people can get to them. We just kind of fall through reality in some way sometimes, and so now we're here. But I'm from another one.
So, our Goron's a bit touched in the head, if you couldn't already tell.
If you do not learn your place, fish, I will be forced to teach it to you. Allow me to finish my conversation.
Someone needs to make me a good argument for not killing people right now.
I will mention the room itself at full capacity could probably hold close to 100 of the people in this seat. Since it's only half, there's only around 50 people surrounding you right now.
That is not enough of an argument for Zolta. You forget.
I'm just letting you know the facts.
So her faults are that she's ambitious and proud. So the numbers aren't going to be what keeps her from attacking.
I'm just letting you know what the lay of the land is, so you are aware of it. That is all.
Mm-hmm. Someone please give me a reason Zolta should not actually kill someone.
I'm so sorry. Like Yos just said, she is vicious. And that is brilliant.
And I don't know if that's a play on vicious or some kind of like term
I like
of racism.
it being vicious.
Take your pick.
So
I'm
someone
a big
please
fan
give
of
me
puns.
a reason not to attack, because I don't want to
I
attack, but
will-
Zolta really does.
I'm sure that you can
I
find
will
a way.
kind of
Ilya.
point out here, Zulta, thus thus far, you haven't you haven't dealt with other nobles for basically the majority of this game. Dealing with someone else that is exhibiting highborn behavior is unsettling at best. You personally have dealt with people like this, and it was kind of part of your upbringing
Yep.
was to show these people immense amounts of respect.
Which is all fine. And I wasn't planning on attacking him directly.
Mhm.
If Zolta is about to do an attack right now, she's going to be sitting at this table, potentially eating food, and have someone at the end of the table keel over dead.
We're not at a table, are we?
We're not at a table. We're on a bench.
Table, bench, whatever. I don't care. Someone in the
food?
background, a minion is going to fall over dead. I've been eating breakfast, so in my head, I'm eating at a table. Immersion.
Yeah, it's I'm going to try this again. It's entirely up to you. I'm just kind of filling in the stuff that you would intrinsically react to. This specific experience is affecting you in a way that hasn't in a long time. Again, you've dealt with people like this before. You know, in other situations, people like this are extremely dangerous, not because of their physical capabilities, but just the amount of power that they can use to cause very bad things to happen in a multitude of ways. So whether or not you feel Zolta would overcome that, or however you wanted to deal with that, that's kind of the thing that's coming up in the back of your head.
I'm currently at war with myself.
Which is a very interesting thing, place to be as a character.
So much ambition. I think I would like someone in the back of the room to start to feel sick and then dig like my nails into my palms really hard to resist the urge to actually hurt people.
So I guess what are you doing to this? Are you actually trying to life drain them, or?
I don't think it's an active thought, but basically.
Or you, because there's a sickness, bane as well, if you're not looking to hurt. I guess I'm asking mechanically, what are you doing here?
When does Zolta ever not want to hurt others, though?
Well,
Hopefully
again,
right
this
now.
is a situation you have never seen her in.
Right? Not
She's
just
never
hurt
never
them.
interacted with the nobility before with you guys.
So I'm going to describe this story-wise because I don't know mechanically what I want to do.
Sure, that works perfectly.
And basically, with the ambition and pride and getting pissed at this dude for the way he talks to her, the life drain is going to like eke out a bit and go towards one person, but then with the digging the nails into your palms, which I should not have actually done because ow.
Yeah.
I didn't break skin yet, so that's fine. I want to use that to like control and bring it back to me.
So you're flexing, really.
So sick.
But I don't even want him to see that it happened. I want it to be like a moment of temporarily not being in control, and then nobility, background, all that fun jazz kicking in.
Sorry, I'm taking time.
So, yeah. Well, why don't you?
And
Why
to
don't you-
answer Imp, the eyes won't go completely black. It'll just look like the pupils are getting larger.
Go ahead and make me a will check.
Okay.
Not good, guys.
44
Never mind.
with no advantage.
Wow. What did you get? You got a 38 on your D20.
I have a 5 score in will, by the way.
Which makes this a sense. So as you sit there and you start feeling emotions that you haven't felt in a while, and they start kind of coming up from the place that you've suppressed them, you feel yourself kind of starting to give in to impulse rather than control. And as you start feeling this intense urge to lash out, you suddenly kind of find that moment of calm inside yourself that you'd used many times before. Before you even had these abilities, you had been taught how to control yourself in certain situations, but now with so much more power at your control, it is that much more difficult to rein it in. But you do manage to hold it in, and you take a deep breath and open your eyes again and look back at Lord Antitoton. Yes, Aruna.
These questions are really nice, and maybe we can talk about them later if you're interested, but I feel like we're getting off topic as to why we seem to be kind of prisoners here and what we can do to help Arel make things right with you guys.
Well, that's exactly what we're talking about. See, Arel owes me a very, very large amount of money.
Oh,
You could call it an obscene amount. It is so large, merely thinking about the fact that she cost me so much will make you feel wrong. However, this idea you have put forward intrigues me. Perhaps it might be a way to get rid of some of that debt.
What idea?
Well, I already control this city. And there's not really that much more value I can wring out of this world. Ganon made sure to get rid of most of it. The Zora, cowards that they are, have retreated to their little cities, hiding and hoarding the little amount of power that they have. It's not really worth my time to go after them. But if there is another Hyrule with even more things in it, I would be very interested.
Things is a
that.
strong word. All the Hyrules we've been to so far are pretty much just desolated wastelands thanks to Ganon. They're just all a little different, but pretty much that's the same thing. Also, we don't really know how to get there. Yes, Arel, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, it's no, it's fine. Just shut up now.
Arel,
Okay.
you
Yes?
are being very rude to my guest.
We could also just
Well,
pay the money.
I kind of came with him, so I'm your guest too.
Do
Is
not
that-
make me silence you. We both don't want that to happen.
Okay.
Arel, could we just not pay the man what's owed to him, or
I mean, it's been a long time since that happened and since I've been back, so probably not.
Question.
Yes.
What did you do with all the money?
Did you buy a yacht? I've heard about those.
Oh,
What is
she's
this yacht
not
you speak of?
clever enough to actually steal from me. No, she stole something of minor value I wasn't even interested in. But because of her sloppy work, she caused the true item I was interested in to be taken outside of my reach.
Well, but okay, that wasn't my fault. It's just it kind of happened.
How many times do I have to tell you? Let me finish the conversation I am having. Yes,
3 is a good number.
Arel?
3 is a good number. It's, that's all I'm saying. It's a good number. So is 5, but I kind of like 10 more. So maybe 10 is the answer.
Now I would like to hit a rel in the side.
There's one, or no, she's in between you two.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to. I was about to say there's an Aruna in the way.
I don't want to. I would like to not hit very hard, but
you do have sharp things that can protrude from your
I
arms.
do have. Okay, I'm going to stomp on her foot.
Okay. They don't have to protrude from your arms. I'm saying you have
I know they don't
that
have
option.
to, but I'm also like really pissed and on the edge
Okay.
of murder right now, so I don't think that's safe.
You don't trust yourself. Gotcha.
I just
Yeah,
like hurting Arel.
go ahead and make.
You're gonna like break my foot. I've dislocated my elbow. I had my face broken by being thrown into a wall. Come on, guys. Tough love.
Make me a mic check.
16. I'm so
Thank you
glad
for
it's
not being in the
44.
What's your guard defense, Rel?
18.
18. So as you kind of lift your foot up and you bring the heel down where you think her foot should be, it isn't. And do you wear shoes at all, or no?
Me or her?
Zulta, I'm so sorry.
I don't, but
I'm looking
alternative.
right at her.
Yes, well, yeah. Alternative to getting hurt, I would like it so that I accidentally play footsie with Arel instead.
Okay. I'm not used to having the game dictated by my players.
I'm giving an alternative.
No, okay. So, Arel, as you're sitting there and you're dealing with this, you suddenly feel something very smooth start to rub against your leg. And as you kind of just casually glance down, Zulta is rubbing her foot somewhat aggressively against your calf.
Now the most important question, does it get her to shut up?
It's gonna take my hand and put it like on her knee and like just kind of tap her.
And I'm going to move her hand back to her own knee.
But I'm not gonna let go of her hand.
I'm gonna basically, okay, has anyone else seen the performance of I Believe from the Book of Mormon, either in person, on the computer, or from the Tony Award performance, where the Mormon kid lifts up the arm of the guy and like he's not doing anything, he's being forced to be moved? It's basically that now, where like my arm is dead weight. I'm just ignoring it.
I mean, maybe if we can find the item or just pay the exuberant sums of money, because I don't really
it's
think
not
the
just the item.
Oh, it was your pride too, right? And your reputation.
No.
So Arel's gonna take her other hand and put it on Aruna's knee.
Nope. At this point, I will take the other hand and I will take it back because I want Aruna to keep saying that. Yeah, I just want Aruna to keep saying that stuff, not about the other world stuff, but saying like off comments like, "Oh, it was your pride that was hurt." Great.
Slowly like leaning into him.
I had very valuable assets that I no longer have access to.
So, in your mind, what are all the options here of how we can resolve the situation?
Well,
We could leave.
I could take Arel off of your hands and come up with many, many ways that she could eventually work off her debt.
I mean, technically, I'm on his side, not on his hands, but
What's
that wouldn't be
option
bad
Or-
either.
No, I'm currently on your hands.
Oh, true.
With this newfound information, if you were to be able to secure something unique enough for me, something I wouldn't be able to find in this Hyrule rule, that might be valuable enough.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. We'll go do that right now, right, guys? Let's go.
I mean, that sounds like the most possible option. If we
Yes, let's go.
can do it, but what's option number 3?
I could kill you all.
What's option number 4?
There is no
Oh, okay.
option for four.
Okay. Well,
See, you made a rather grave mistake. An unintended one, obviously, but a grave one nonetheless when you decided to travel with Arel. See, Arel
Likes people. Too
has
much.
this ability to find the worst in people and bring it to the surface. I'm not even the only one looking for her. I simply happen to be the most powerful.
Well,
I would like to protest the
Questionable.
word decided.
I didn't catch what you said.
I'm protesting the word decided. That we decided to travel with Arel.
I would also respectfully, Lord Anton, disagree because the 4 of us here were traveling together before we met Arel, and we were kind of a mess. Not saying we still aren't, but we're slightly less of one with Arel here. I don't think she's brought out the worst in us. I think she's made us a little better as a whole.
oh,
Really? Would you say being in the heart of a fairly impenetrable fortress, surrounded by what could be your very dangerous enemies, in front of their very powerful leader, and possibly agreeing to do whatever it is he says, would you say that is a step up from where you were before you met Arel?
When that speech starts,
Pick me.
I would like to let go of Arel's hand so that in her awe of Aruna, she has the chance to actually like grab Aruna.
Okay.
You should have seen where we were before here. But I think Arel wants to talk about this.
As you say this, he kind of looks at you and gets this. The first time you've seen much of an expression, you kind of get this expression of, really?
Rolled high on insight, realized I was telling the truth.
He's like, impressive. You should be dead.
And yet we're not. What does that say?
Arel, I don't know if you wanted to speak towards that. You looked like you were raising your hand.
I did, but never mind.
Oh,
It'll. Yes.
that didn't make any sense.
Well, the deal has been presented. Option 1, you find something of sufficient value and uniqueness from your other Hyrule, bring it back for her for freedom. Option 2, you walk out of here alive, unharmed, and without Arel. What's it going to be?
I do want to say though, you said this place
You
is fairly.
do not get a say in this choice.
Oh, but I'm not talking about the choice. There's something else I want to mention because you said this is fairly an uninfant or infant, one of those things, and all it took was
You
a
just
well
watch
and a
as he-
unicorn.
He just
Um,
holds the bridge of his nose like he's got a migraine.
So just have a question.
So-
Now, this isn't a leading question. I'm not trying to get anywhere. I am curious though what you're gonna do with the man in the cage.
Oh, right. Hi, Fred. How
And
are
he-
you?
Hi. And he looks down. My manager brought him here. He looks and gives, like, if looks could kill, the manager would be dead, along with half the room.
We should just leave and let Fred
Oh.
keep talking to
That
them.
is
I
right. I
have
wanted
no-
to speak to your manager.
I have no desire for him to remain here any longer. If you can assure me that he will not cause me any more difficulties, you can take him. If you do not take him, he will be disposed of quickly.
Runa, he's your best friend.
I mean, we just met today. So I don't
It's
think
still
that's
the same
true.
day.
Like, I think I'm better friends with you than him. But,
Well, but I mean, you can fall in love at first sight. You can have.
I'm like totally not dangerous, and I just and Lord Anton just looks at him, and you watch as he instantly stops talking and kind of grabs his chest for a moment.
I take notes on exactly how Lord Anton looked at Fred.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Is it wrong that you said that and my mind immediately went, hungry eyes?
That's not a D20. Uh, 13.
He's far enough away and the angle is off, so as you to try to kind of focus on the look, you yourself start feeling strange, and you currently are affected with the I can't remember what it's called.
Please don't demoralize him.
Demoralized. There we go. Thank you.
No!
I knew it just started with a D. You're
I'm
currently demoralized.
Jesus.
Uh,
None of us want
level-
E or Aruna.
Whatever the max level, I think it's 7 or 9 is the max level
Oh,
for
wow. Okay.
demoralization.
Very
Yeah, I did not
demoralized.
do
is what you're
that.
saying.
Yeah.
Immediately, Iruna's demeanor shifts from like trying to get through this and
Oh damn it! I now remember how demoralized works with Elias.
Did you
Yeah.
not
Just created
remember?
super Eeyore.
Yes.
and eventually his posture goes from normal to slouching over a little bit, and his head goes over to the side. He goes, "Oh, okay, well, I mean, I guess we'll do it. We'll do
And as
our
your
best to-"
posture changes, you watch as Lord Anton kind of looks at you and goes, "My apologies. I sometimes forget the effect I have on people. You," and he points to a younger woman dressed in robes with a hood. Fix it.
I'm just
And
gonna lean around him and kind of glare at this woman.
she comes over and she places a hand on your shoulder, Aruna, and you start feeling better. You're not quite sure how or why, but you start feeling better about yourself.
I mean, I guess. Oh. Well, that feels
I'd
better.
like to start doodling in the corner of Kess's journal. And just reach over.
To be blunt,
Good.
I'm not sure
That's
how
good.
she would react if someone
Yeah.
did the doodling. Like, I really don't know.
And I'm fine with that resolving the next
I was
time.
about
we
to
see
say,
her.
I will have to talk to Kikiri.
Yep.
I don't know what just happened, but anyway, yeah, I think we could do our best to find you something priceless from another Hyrule. We'll do our best to look out for that, and then
I
we'll
mean,
bring
but
it
there's
back
not
to
another
you.
me there, so.
Right. So we're talking about an object, not a person, right? We're talking about an object, not a person. Well, you would probably be okay
I
with a
do
person.
not want a person.
Yeah. Okay.
I have plenty of those.
Yeah.
I mean, also the kidnapping of Fred
That's not
needs to
good
go
ones,
well
but-
already. So
Also, we
True,
don't know if
true.
there's another one of you or not yet, Arel. That's unclear because we didn't know you till we got here. Anyway, I think that's the best course of action here. That way we can take Fred and have him go back to his bar life, and we can take Arel and she can keep traveling. Or not. You do what you want, Arel.
No,
And,
I'll stick with you.
and I think we can all be happy.
Caressing his arm.
Oblivious.
If he doesn't have a unicorn, he doesn't even acknowledge it.
I'd like to point out I'm also, because of the unicorn and the oil and stuff, I'm picturing glitter is also like
A lot of glitter was
Most.
everywhere, and then it suddenly disappeared.
So he kind of nods towards the manager, and the manager goes over and opens the cage, which you guys realize wasn't locked. And Fred goes, "Wow, thanks, guys! I can't believe how great it is to have such amazing friends. Did you know?"
I then do my best
that-
to imitate Lord Anton's look and just look over at Fred in the same way.
Is there some in your eye? Oh, here, I'll come over and I'll blow in your eye, and then I'll to take it out. You don't want to rub your eye because it'll scratch you.
Just take my arm and
Come
keep
here,
him
there's
at
something.
a distance.
Someone just knock him out, please.
Yes, we are great friends, Fred. Thank you for being our waiter. Why don't you go and prepare a table for us at your establishment?
I don't actually know how to get out of here.
Go
Like, it
out
was
and down the
weird,
hall
and
and
they
take
had
a
a- they
left,
had a
take a
hood
right,
on.
and go up a
There-
shaft.
Yeah, there's a well. Just follow the glitter.
Yeah,
God,
that's fair.
Iruna suddenly tries to remember like a weird dream he might have had that involved glitter.
Yeah. There's just like this thought in the back of your mind of, I know why there's glitter there.
Why
is
does that
there
make
glitter
sense to
there?
me?
Huh.
Follow the oil and chaos. Sorry.
Oh, that causes shiver. Why?
Well, I will expect a payment quickly. How does 2 weeks as a sound? Is that enough to time?
It depends. How long does it take to get to Lake Hylia? Lake Hylia? Lake Hylia from here?
It's a few days as a south.
A lot of times we don't have control over how long, like, journey, because we still have to travel, like, across Hyrule every single time. I feel like a month would be more reasonable, but
I feel like 6 months will be more reasonable.
seems unreasonable to
Maybe
me,
like
Aurel.
5 years.
That
Maybe
seems
like
very
5
How
years.
does
that would be
this
good too.
sound?
Or,
In 2 weeks,
Does anyone
you
have
will
any tea?
report back and inform me of your progress. If you cannot appear here personally, you can send a messenger. I will have the two of my men follow you to remain in contact.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how that works.
No, it's good because we can use them to send a message back whenever we have to leave, because that's probably what's going to happen.
Ow.
Don't think they'll be able to cross the borders with us.
That's right.
Exactly,
It's like-
right.
that-
Now, this has been productive, but you did interrupt a relatively important meeting.
Oh,
So if there's nothing else, you are welcome to leave.
Are bad.
Which two guys are you sending with us?
You won't see them.
Okay.
Wait, then how do we send one of them back with the message? Do we just call out for them? Like we have a message?
They will know
Toppy.
when you need them, and they will be there.
Okay. Okay, that works.
Santa?
Iruna begins to leave.
Okay.
Earl's still
Shedding
kinda, like-
glitter with every step.
Yeah.
yeah. Earl's still kind of
Zolta-
like hugged onto his arm, so she's like being half dragged and yet still trying to like hide behind his
Oh.
arm. She's
Aurel, why are you attached to me? You can not do that if you
I'm
want.
going to
Just goes,
face
like-
palm while doing my best to avoid the stepping on or in any glitter.
Yeah, no, not possible.
I'm aware, but I'm hoping to reduce it as much as possible.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't like the glitter. It's coarse and rough. Gets everywhere.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
That was amazing. Take a little legend point. That was brilliant.
Also, realization, is that why they sent Luke to a desert planet? Because Vader would be less likely to try and go there because he hates
Yeah, it had
the sand.
They
nothing
addressed
to
that in
do
the
with the
comics.
fact
I mean,
that
yes, his family
his
was there, but
only
just like
living relatives.
I'm aware, but also as an aside, he hates the sand.
That's addressed in the comics, and you're not too far off.
Okay, good. Ha ha. Smart brain.
Obi-Wan was wise.
You know, if Alderaan had been just a little bit more sandy, maybe he wouldn't have blown it up.
Possibly. Who knows?
I feel like Robot Chicken missed a golden opportunity to have a sketch where they blow up Alderaan, and all the sand from the beaches just gets caught in the Death Star, and Vader just gets really upset about it.
And Vader goes, "No!"
I told you. It gets everywhere. And now we have to keep the exhaust port open so it doesn't overheat.
So what
The
glitter?
real reason that the Death Star exploded.
What glitter are we doing?
So back to the game.
Yes, but what
Oh.
color glitter are we stepping?
We'll say pink,
Rainbow.
purple, and light
Rainbow.
blue, and all the other colors. Sure.
In unison.
yes, pink, purple, and blue.
Okay, I've got it covered.
Oh dear
Gosh.
This isn't all my glitter.
You
I
don't have to
much
method
glitter.
act during Realms of the Wild. I just want to put that out there.
So as we're walking out the door, and I'm kind of being dragged and yet hiding, I'm going to look back at Anton and go, "Bye, sweetie. I'll be in touch." Bye. Disappear around the other side of the door.
As you guys will walk back the path you created, you again are seeing these strange things. Again, parts of the wall, parts of the floor even don't seem like they fit. And as you guys finally get back to where the tunnel up is, as you look up, the tunnel goes and then just stops abruptly.
Just a random question. Is it rude to ask Gorons to try random rocks?
To what?
just to try random rocks. Like, Aruna, can you lick that wall and tell us what it's made of? As an aside,
Probably.
not actually asking.
But is it rude to do so?
Yes.
It's kind of like asking someone with a perfect pitch to sing just a certain notes.
Yeah,
I
like,
I mean,
Annoying.
yeah, a lot of times they can do it, but it gets really, really boring and annoying.
for a Goron, it's probably like that. For Aruna, you think he'd probably do it.
That's also fair. I don't know where else to put glitter.
Does it look like they just replaced the top of the well that we damaged? Or does it look different?
No. This it stops much too low for that, and it doesn't look like it could collapse or anything. There's actually a stalactite hanging from part of the roof there. It's almost as if like the top of a cavern would just is the there.
So
That's
was that
weird.
a result of Kess's like scolding and it just like overfixed itself?
I don't remember this being like this, and now I don't know how to get out.
Yeah, I've never been to this chamber before, so and walking normally isn't my thing anyway. So
Hey,
like,
hey, two people who are following us. We don't know how to get out of here.
Can
See-
I get another bomb?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna shadow step now somewhere far away.
I hand.
Eventually, Aruna will learn this is a bad idea.
No,
But today
I don't
is
think
not
he will.
that
Bombs are
the
never a
day.
bad idea, Joey. What are you talking about?
Bombs are the solution to everything.
Bombs aren't the bad idea. Giving Zolta a bomb is the bad idea. I'm almost done putting a ton of glitter on my face.
Okay.
You need considerably more.
So he says that out
So-
into the ether and then hands Zolta a hand bomb.
So
Unlit.
Zulta, you have a hand bomb.
Where
it's not-
is our obstruction?
I'm just gonna kind of take it from her, like put my hand on it and be like, "No, sweetie, not today."
I'm also really tempted to throw it into the meeting room where Anton is.
Oh, you guys are pretty
I'm
far
aware.
away.
I'm very
Walk
tempted to
back.
run back.
So
Take it back.
the tunnel ends about 15 feet above where you are, and normally the tunnel went up a little over. I think it was the 30
30.
feet.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is there no response from the shadows?
No, shadows don't talk.
they do whenever everybody else there.
I mean, yeah.
You do see a door in the opposite direction you guys took out of this room open.
I think we should go this way.
All right, and I
Don't
just
think we
keep
have much
holding the
of a
bomb.
choice.
I don't know where
Right.
Rail went, but everyone else.
As you guys go through this other underground labyrinth, every so often a door will just open.
It's really impressive.
How are they doing that?
I think
Everyone
so
thinks
that they
so.
can tell us to get out without actually showing themselves to us so we can't identify them later.
As an aside, I was supposed to record a presentation today, and I just realized I've put glitter all over my face.
I told you
so
didn't have
that
to
might
make
be
it
a
up.
tomorrow activity.
Yes, because
Oh,
glitter
no,
will
it-
disappear by tomorrow.
No, but it will be better by tomorrow, and I've got more makeup.
That was hilarious. After about 20 minutes of wandering around down here, you eventually are taken to a another way up. This time it's stairs that slowly go up, and as you guys come out, you actually could come into what looks like a blacksmith.
Oh, this place looks familiar. I know where we are. Shoot.
Oh,
That could have gotten us here. Shoot.
why
I
didn't
forgot.
you?
Because there was a bakery fire bomb.
Oh, yeah. I think that
And we
bakery fire
couldn't
messed
get
with
here.
our heads a lot because there's like
I think-
large memory gaps I can't remember from the past few minutes.
Oh no, I remember everything.
Really, what happened?
Well, you and Darrell are now engaged.
What? Why?
Oh, that's true. We are.
What's really fun though is you've asked Zolta for details, and Zolta likes to lie to you.
But
Irina
that's
hasn't.
true. He signed a prenup.
No.
You don't sign a prenup.
No, I remember that. Runa's a little hazy.
Uh,
Well, that's I don't remember doing that.
Well, you did, and you signed a contract, so it's legally binding.
Oh, But is it legal in just this Hyrule or like all the Hyrules? Did you read the fine print?
You know, I didn't
wrote
read the
it,
fine
so it's
print.
just it's between you and I.
Oh,
And
you wrote it? So you wanted that to happen.
You asked.
I did? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Iruna is now
I'm just
lost in
adding more
thought.
glitter to my face because it's a lost cause now, anyways.
I don't know. I think glitter might make your presentation more interesting.
If Hamilton involved a lot of glitter, I'd be on board. But Hamilton did not involve a lot of glitter.
Not with that attitude.
Do you need help with that presentation? I can sing.
Can you
I
sing
don't know.
this one note?
King George just seems to have a little bit of a sparkle to him when he comes out to sing.
True.
So I think he could have good glitter.
He could have, but he didn't. And this is coming from someone who has watched a musical where Hitler had glitter. So, well, not Hitler, but Hitler's nephew.
Hail me!
Oh my god.
Kind of. He went Zig Heil, and when he went to do the salute thing, he threw glitter. So,
For anyone wondering what that reference was, it is not as bad as it sounds. I'm a big
Sounded
fan of the
pretty bad.
producers.
yeah. And for anyone
Where there's a
wondering
song
this
called
thing,
Hail Me.
it's not as bad as it sounds, even though the production has a song called Nazis Are Not So Bad. It's actually a really
So
funny
back to the
musical.
game before we get kicked off to Twitch.
I'm so happy you guys could join us for the final episode of Realms of the Wild.
Yes.
Actually, social commentary about how horrible they are, but okay.
So yeah.
Iruna is thinking about the fact that he apparently proposed marriage while he was not in his right mind, and that someone actually accepted.
I mean, it is kind of nice when someone says yes. You know, even if you didn't intend for the question to be asked, it makes you feel good.
Oh, you were also on a unicorn.
What?
It was very attractive.
What happened to the unicorn?
I mean, you were not the unicorn, of course.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
you killed it for meat.
What? Why would I do that? I eat rocks.
I know you eat rocks, but it was an engagement present to Orel.
Huh.
And it was delicious.
Oh.
I'm glad that Orel is yes-anding this, because that one's bullshit.
Well, Aruna gave her own meat. Come on.
Guys, I don't think we should blow up any more bakeries.
Why not?
Because
Fun things happen.
weird things happen, I guess, when you do that and then breathe in the fumes, I think. Anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's totally normal for us to become squirrel people.
And raccoons. 3 raccoons in a trench coat.
Mm-hmm.
Aurel, are you satisfied with the outcome of that encounter?
I mean, they're sort of. Well, this will just be a long engagement.
Wait, what? No, sorry. I was talking about the thing.
Yay! I knew what Aruna was talking about, and I hoped Orel would take it that way. Yay!
You think you're
Well, you
seeing
know, even
Iruna
if it's
blush
a
for the
long-
first time in his life?
You know, Orel, even though it's a long engagement, you really do need to start planning now. Unless you decide to elope. Would you elope?
You know, I probably would. How many people can you elope with again? Can I elope
You
with
honestly, yeah, you just need 2 witnesses.
4? Well,
and
no,
then the
I
person you're
mean,
marrying.
can I marry all 4?
Um,
Is any other worlds, you know, that allow me to marry a lot of people? Because I will marry the world.
Let's ask about this. So, in the universe of Zelda, is polyamorous marriage legal?
Unclear.
It is now.
You know what? It's not a topic that's really been covered a lot in the Nintendo franchise.
Oh, I knew that it wouldn't be covered. I just really wanted to see your reaction to the question, Jody.
I need-
As far as the strange world that I created,
Not the strangest thing to have happened.
I'll say it's not a common practice. Let's put it that way.
Harel is no common individual.
Yeah. I mean, to also
I'll
be
s-
fair, I don't think Kess and I would agree. I just wanted to know.
I'll say Arel, or not Arel, Zulta, you due to your upbringing, you know a lot of the noble families where the rules don't always apply to them the same way they would for commoners, and you don't know a single polyamorous marriage. So we will leave it at that, and I will put this in. Put a pin in
On the
that.
back burner.
Was not expecting to be asked about polyamory in my worlds.
You guys
so
have-
what's really fun is I've started putting on glow in the dark glitter.
That doesn't
Nice.
sound
Yeah,
like
so I
fun.
can see it like shining.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, sorry. Wait, what was your question? Am I satisfied?
Yes, with the deal we struck with Lord Anton, not with the proposal I don't remember doing.
Also, since I just brought up Hamilton, will you please sing "Satisfied" as your response?
I will never be satisfied.
A toast to the groom, to the bride,
To the bride.
from the Zora.
Yo, yo, yo. So this is what it feels like to match with someone that you love. What the hell is the catch? It's a feeling, freedom of seeing the light. It's Ben Franklin with the key and the kite. You see it, right?
So the answer was you will never be satisfied.
I think so.
Okay.
No, I think it's good because we're not there anymore with scary ex-boyfriend.
It really didn't seem like he was. Your
But I mean,
ex-boyfriend.
he was scary in a good way. Well, it kind of got progressively worse, which is why I just kind of left.
There is no
But
scary in a good
He also
way.
made me feel really sad for a little bit there.
What did
He did.
the fact that I was taken?
No, he like just looked at me and I felt really sad.
Oh, yeah. See, that's just his. It's a thing.
Is that why you left?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah. See, this is going for my own happiness, it's other people.
What kind
So,
of things
yes.
would he like from other Hyrules?
He likes chocolate, long walks
Okay.
on the beach.
Okay. I don't think we can get him a walk on the beach.
I'm also pretty
Oh.
sure that's a lie. He likes power. He likes money. He's a noble bastard. He also doesn't like Zora very much, probably because he's jealous of how great our kingdom is.
So powerful chocolate,
I mean,
not
not
from
here.
Zora's.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Like ultra charged. Like maybe can we find like electric chocolates? Yes.
I think if we went back to Pierre's Hyrule, we might be able to find some if we look real hard. Pierre, is
That
there
might be
any
fun.
powerful electric chocolate in your Hyrule?
With such a complicated and complex answer, you think it's probably going to take at least another 14 minutes.
Yeah. New question. Bull.
Another
Is
4
there
episodes.
any expensive chocolate?
Boole says calculating, and we'll be calculating for
Oh my god.
14 minutes.
Wow, I didn't think my questions were that hard, but okay, guys.
It's really a complicated thing.
Also, Pierre, if you're really having headaches a lot like this, we can go find some, like, I think herbs work on birds instead of gems, but I think they have stuff for that. Okay, I'm
Team
just letting you
remains
know.
silent.
I'm just letting you know. Great. Well, we did that. We went.
So we're like not gonna come back, right? That's the
Well,
way
we
this
could
works.
send the message saying, "Hey, we're gonna do this," because if we don't, they'll come for us.
True.
If
I
we
mean-
never
I
return
mean-
to this world.
I mean, we are gonna go to another world.
Well,
and
we still
then-
don't even
guys,
know if Elrel can do
listeners, hey guys, because I can feel you in the shadows over there. We are gonna go to another world, so what we will totally come back. Totally.
Rel, can you even travel to other worlds?
I don't know.
Have you seen like weird wavy things in the air that look like portals through reality?
When I saw you guys
Oh,
and a
so
crazy and when Zolto was like doing that really attractive evil dance in the water, that was
Oh.
cool.
well, okay. We'll have to test it.
Someone tell me when I've gone a step too far.
You've gone way too many
You've
steps
gone
too far.
like wait, it kind of looks like
You
you
look-
made like a tongue.
You look
I
like
know, that's what's fun.
like a fabulous Thanos.
I like it.
You are inevitable.
Let's also be clear, Zolta would be way worse with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah,
We should never
Mum,
trust
mum.
her with it.
most definitely. I think dismembering her would not be enough.
No. I wouldn't ever destroy it. I'd just be like, yeah, this is great.
So do we go back to Lake Hylia now, or where do we go for our next place?
I think what we need to do is we need to like take a long rest because I still have like 6 points of lethal damage.
I mean, yeah, it's been a long
and
day.
get better. It's been a very long 2 days.
We also have that bounty hunter that disappeared. I couldn't chase down.
Oh yeah, we gotta go follow her.
Which one of us was she after again?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Oh, that's
either.
right. I did get a fairy. Sorry, I didn't record that. Sorry.
Now I have a mustache.
I see that.
I really want you to record this presentation like this.
You know, if it was something to do with glitter or like crazy representations of the self in digital spaces, I would be for it. But like future career, man.
How can you
I
have a
thought you
future
were going to be
career
in
if you're in school forever?
academia for forever.
Yes, and part of academia is going and presenting at conferences, including the national conference for your field.
I don't know.
This is
I would pay
AKA
attention
what
more
this
to someone with
presentation is for.
glitter on their
AKA
face.
Yes, but would you then hire me in academia?
See, that's the
And-
thing. I would, but I have
But-
very bizarre hiring standards. They work, but the 5 years of college I took to teach me how everyone else does like hiring has pointed out that most people don't think the way I did to do in the business world.
Yeah, I say we should. We should.
I love Elias is the one that's keeping us onto the task now.
Who's here today? It's Chax, Ilea, and Elias. Which of those three is going to keep
Well,
us
normally
on task?
it's me keeping us onto the task. So
Yeah,
Is it-
and then Elias in game.
So would Runa.
Well, I meant Elias keeps us moving
so
forward
at
in the game when it's
this
just us
point,
three.
you guys have been walking around this as a city on your own for a little bit. You can see the sun itself is starting to get lower on the horizon. Not quite nighttime yet, but late afternoon. The streets themselves are actually getting a little bit busier as people finish their day jobs and start going out.
Well,
Uh,
I think that we should go eat some dinner and take a rest at a tavern that Fred doesn't work at, and then think about where we go from there after that. If not Lake Hylia, maybe we go see like Zolta's parents or something. Who
No,
knows?
we're not
Yeah.
going to do that.
Maybe Kessa's
and
family.
You can't see both my parents at the same time, anyways. So,
Oh, were they separated?
I mean, separated by death, sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
let's keep
that makes
going.
sense.
separated by a lot.
Makes sense. Well, wait. Do you want to like visit their grave or?
No,
Okay.
Wait, so that is that here that they're separated by death? How did this messenger get to? Because you're not from. Wait, or no, you are. Just kidding. Oh,
3 of y'all are
worlds.
from here.
Yeah,
It really makes me and Pierre feel like outcasts a little bit.
worlds.
I think
At
I can
what
safely
point
speak
did I
for
go
Pierre.
too far?
When you started applying glitter to your face.
The tongue.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Sing a step too far from Aida. And then head to Lake Hylia.
Oh my god.
You rhyme.
I did. It's also coming from Ilea, so, I just continued the rhyme. Everything that rhymes with my name is great.
So many points. I just want to say, Ibruna walks off into the sunset and is never seen again.
And then Elias's next character is
Next character.
Is Aruno.
He's
It's
3
just-
foot nothing Goron.
And he's just like by nature already Eeyore Aruna.
Yeah, when he gets demoralized, he gets happy.
Instead of throwing bombs everywhere, he has bandages and he tries to fix everything.
Yikes.
You just see like him putting rocks back on the wall and like bandages on them to make them stay on the walls.
Really quick, Jody. Was it just the one hall that was made of like several different materials, or was it the entire complex?
Basically, as you guys walked back, the further away from the hall you got, the more the anomalies just kind of appeared around that complex.
So did it seem like he liked to collect like exotic materials to use to construct his little digs, or?
No, they don't look like they belonged there.
Right. That.
So he
But he-
likes rocks that don't belong.
Yeah. Did it look like he took things that didn't belong to like?
Him?
No.
Yes.
As you walked away, taking the alternate path out, the further away from that one chamber that you guys came into, the less it's just seemed to happen.
Right.
Um,
But was it something that happened, or was it something that was just there? Like it seemed like it was just a hallway made of a bunch of different things that didn't look
No,
like they meshed well.
They it literally looks like pieces of the hallway got transformed into something else. Like it didn't look intentional. It didn't look like anyone had planned it or anything like that. Just something randomly changed it.
So there
So
was.
the well is what really caused the like dimension shifting.
So it seemed like that the area around there was like, yeah, some sort of localized dimension thing.
Yeah, but basically, again, not having a ton of knowledge about how the walking between realms really works. You're not 100% certain, but this actually looked like pieces of other realms were being shunted into this realm.
Okay, so the windows we saw that were closing, did those similarly look like the tears we've seen?
Yeah, though they effectively were tears.
Oh, okay.
You've never seen those many, or that many happen so rapidly.
Okay.
But yeah, if I didn't describe them well, they were definitely tears.
Okay.
And Anton wasn't able to see these.
He didn't seem to. Most of the people didn't really react until all the tears had kind of calmed down.
Okay.
So also a fun fact, I have extremely sensitive skin that likes to act like it's allergic to things. So if I'm redder in places now as I remove glitter,
Consider not ever putting glitter on your body ever again.
no, it's fine. I react to my own makeup randomly too, so it's fine. Okay, so he probably didn't see those tears. That's interesting. I wonder if there's actually a giant tear just in that base.
Hey, Arel, do you know if he's killed like a lot of people at once?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has.
About how many would you say? Like a whole city's worth? Like, has this city
You know-
been repopulated?
when things like that start happening, I'm typically, I don't stay because it's not kind of my thing. Like, I'm not all for killing people, and he really likes killing people. So like when that happens, I just kind of go on vacation and then come back once he's calmed down.
You've never left when I kill people.
Well, because you're different. You're evilly attractive. He's not. He just kind of gets scary.
Then why were you in a relationship with him?
I mean, I was young.
That checks out. Okay. Well, I guess we should wind down for the day and think about if we want to investigate that further or go to Lake Hylia next. We didn't really explore too much of Lake Hylia when we were there, right?
Not really. I don't think so.
I just remembered we also have
Yeah.
like shadow stalkers that are like looking for us. That two of them got away, and then
Yep.
those weird people that showed up called the Triforcers that just flew into the sky all
You
of a
know,
sudden.
I think we should just, go to a different world.
There's a lot of people looking for us here, and we haven't even been here that long.
But we can learn more about why Zolta doesn't want to go home.
Zolta,
She
why
has
don't
someone-
you want to go
She has
home?
someone who's looking for her.
I don't have a home.
I mean,
Let's
he
go
did.
to another world.
He did say that the Zolta's kind of, or the Zolta's.
The Zolta. was-
Yes,
the Zolta ran away.
that is correct. I am the one and only member of the Zoltan
I
race.
am the
None
Zorus.
others.
I am the Zulta.
Let's also be clear, I've almost done that multiple times and have to like mentally remind myself it's the Zora before speaking. So I'm here for it.
All right. Cool. So the Zora have retreated to their own little world. So we should go find out why they retreated, because maybe
We already
they.
know why they retreated. It's fine.
Why did they
No,
retreat?
but there's and why do they want to?
They
you
retreated
back?
because they had a broken down engagement contract with Ganon.
Oh,
Yeah.
yikes!
You didn't let me make it the prenups.
Yeah. Well, actually, the prenup was the problem. It was a little too binding, if you get my drift.
Oh.
Yeah, that's.
Bad breakup.
I would like someone to compile all of the fake facts Zolta gives.
So when you think about it, Zolta's kind of a good guy and not an evil guy because she didn't stick with the Zoras who like tried to get in bed with Ganon.
I am a good guy. I am the chillest of all the Zora. Have you not realized that?
I feel like
You're
we've
like-
seen other
I
Zoras
don't think
around
you're
that are just
good.
instantly more chill
I
than
think
you.
you're just like wonderfully evil, and it's
I'm not
very
evil.
attractive. You are in a good
I
way.
am the no. I am the best Zora.
Even Cass says you're evil in a good way.
No,
Yes, it's very
No.
attractive.
I don't know if she's
No.
evil, but she is chaotic.
I am not evil. I am chaotic. That is true.
Not that Aurel can tell the difference.
The difference is
that's
she hasn't
funny.
killed us ever. Has she?
No, I've saved you people more than once.
That's fair. But you do like to instantly murder everyone else.
Only when they tick me off. I didn't kill Anton, did I? And I show
You-
my palms that like have little bloody crescents in them.
I feel like if we had gotten in a battle back there, it would have not gone well for us.
Probably not. Probably not. He's someone you don't want to be around when he's angry.
Yeah, but I
he's
would have
one of those
killed a lot of people in the interim.
Yeah, he was really rude to you
Yeah.
for just interjecting into conversations. I don't know why he never
Mm.
yelled at me.
Yeah, he doesn't
Do you
like
think
the
he's
Zora.
sexist?
I think he has an inferiority complex. He might also be
definitely is.
sexist.
He definitely. Did you see
Yeah.
the thrones and the three other gents that were on the thrones? So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
when he
at the
spoke
same
to the
time,
woman
like,
who
One
touched
woman.
me, he just sort of was like, "Hey, fix it."
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Mm.
but he also very clearly has an inferiority complex about Zora. So
I don't think that's as clear as you think it is.
I think it's extremely clear. Didn't you hear him talk about the Zora?
Yeah, I thought what he said was pretty accurate.
It wasn't though.
You know, we should actually
Maybe it was accurate for your world, Aruna,
we
but
should
it's
actually
not for this one.
The thing
well,
is, we
since you
don't
say
know if
that,
it is
we need to
because you
find
never
more
tell us about
information.
them.
So we should go to your
We don't
we
need
should
to
go to
find
your house
information. We don't need. I don't have a house.
and show we should go to where you are.
I'm here.
Easy
and
for
I'm
you
going
to say.
my idea.
I don't think we need to go if Zolta doesn't want to go, and there's no reason for us to go. But at the same
There
time,
is no reason for us to go, so we're
But
not going to go.
I do
I'm
think Zolta
surprised
needs
you
to
don't
tell
want to
us
show
more
us the
about it.
superiority of the Zoras.
I do
you
think
know,
that Zolta needs to
we
tell
can
us
see
more
that.
about it so that we can know, like, when we run into other people who talk about them, whether or not they're lying or not.
Okay. Well, the Zora are all extremely stuck up, except for a specific clan that lives kind of far away from everyone. And they just like smoke seaweed all day long and like don't really keep track of their fins, like keep them kempt or anything. But other than those Zora, they're all kind of really stuck up.
Do we like the other Zora?
We don't like any Zora except me.
That seems incredibly pompous.
Because we haven't met any other Zoras except you.
You may call it pompous. I call it avoiding the pompous.
That's terrifying.
I get that the other Zora
And
might be.
with that, that is where we are going to end the show for today. Thank you so much to everybody that tuned in. I thought this was going to be a slightly more normal session now that we weren't randomly changing things. I was wrong.
It was a normal session for
It was for the
us.
three of us.
Yes.
Valid point.
Also, look, we made it through this place instead of just throwing each other at a wall in an alley for an entire 2 hours. This was progress.
Yeah.
We made it through the dungeon.
We walked through an entire labyrinth, so it was longer than
We
last
did.
time.
Yeah, they got a lot more than 60 feet this time, folks.
Theoretically, we're walking to
So
the
yeah,
city.
if you missed any of the episode, all of the episodes are on the Twitch channel and the VOD. Just click on the videos button and you can find them all there. You can watch from the very beginning. We've been doing this for the 3 years, folks. Yeah. Otherwise,
3 years and 17 days.
17.
Yippers.
Oh, right.
Otherwise, that's all for me today, and I will see you guys next time. All right. Bye-bye.